Yes, it's still running perfectly.
So if you're thinking about buying a fitness band or maybe a smartwatch, well, Huawei's Watch Fit kind of ticks both of those boxes and really is the perfect hybrid between style and performance. In my opinion, the Huawei Watch Fit 1 was perhaps the best quality, affordable fitness tracker options out there. But now, here comes a new challenger. It is the shiny new Huawei Watch Fit 2. And here in this video are all the upgrades and key features that I think you need to know about before making a purchase decision. So if you're wondering what the body of the Watch Fit 2 is made of, if you're looking at this right now and thinking it's metal, it isn't. This version, the Active Edition, is in fact a polymer, and it's a polymer on the back. The Classic and the Elegant edition of this same watch do use aluminium for the frame, and we'll come back to those in a moment. Anyway, this material choice is a good thing because it makes the Huawei Watch Fit 2 even lighter than before by around 7 grams. Of course, once you introduce watch straps and stuff like that, everything goes out the window. And on that topic, there are a lot of official watch strap options this year, and there are 3 versions of the watch that you need to know about. So this one is the Active Edition, there is the Classic Edition, and then there's the Mr. T Edition, otherwise known as the Elegant Edition. And a nice little design upgrade here that Huawei have implemented on the new Watch Fit 2 is that now the straps have a quick release button on the back, so you can just click that down with your nail and release them really easily. Previously, you needed a little flathead screwdriver to do that on the Watch Fit 1. And I believe the Elegant version of this watch actually has standard watch pins as well, so you can put pretty much any strap on that one. So the Huawei Watch Fit 2 now has a better screen to body ratio than the previous version. It's still got that single input button at the side and the tall rectangular touchscreen display protected by 2.5D curved glass, just like before. Except now under that glass is a larger 1.74 inch AMOLED with 336 by 480 pixel resolution. That translates to 336 pixels per inch. Now, if none of that means anything to you, just know this. The image quality is tack sharp. You can't spot any pixelation on the display. The colors are vibrant, the black levels are pure black. And this is because AMOLED displays can turn off individual pixels entirely, and this creates amazing contrast between the dark and light, and it can save power. And one of the crucial features of any smartwatch or fitness band is the display brightness. Suppose you're running in the sun or swimming underwater or playing laser tag, you'll probably want to keep track of your progress at a glance. Huawei of course realized this and have ensured the Huawei Watch Fit 2 can reach a peak luminance of 1100 nits, and for perspective that's close to the peak brightness of a 2022 flagship iPhone. And there's also a little toggle within the workout settings menu that will allow you to enable the always on display to stay on only during workouts. That's a handy little feature. Now let's talk about what was already a very impressive attribute on the Huawei Watch Fit 1, which is now carried over to the Watch Fit 2. Of course, I'm talking about the battery life. Huawei say you can get up to 10 days battery on one full charge. And if you're an absolute gym beast, you might be able to drain it in around 7 days. And if you do, you can actually get a full 24 hours back with just 5 minutes quick charge. Now, before you say it, I do realize that's the same as the Huawei Watch Fit 1. And it is, but the reality is Huawei have managed to maintain this battery level even with the bigger, brighter display, so that's pretty impressive. And the truth about power is that everybody's use case and fitness regime will differ, so the battery metric is a really hard one to measure. For example, me taking a quick stroll to the off license for a couple of beers is not the same as someone running up a steep sand dune in the blazing sun. And even though some fitness trackers might say it is, it's just not true. And that takes me onto Huawei's new True Scene upgrade. So a smart band's ability to tell the difference and recognize different workouts is key in fitness tracking, and within the workout settings menu you can turn on auto detect, and it will detect your usual activities like running or cycling or walking, but it won't be able to tell the difference between karate and kickboxing. It's not that advanced yet. Anyway, this is an area that Huawei have leveled up. The optical sensor on the back is the new Huawei True Scene 5.0 tech. It's a more condensed version of the optical sensor used in the flagship GT3 Pro. It also has a 9-axis IMU sensor, and it includes an accelerometer, gyroscope, and geomagnetic sensor. The previous Watch Fit 1 only had a 6-axis measurement system. So this is an area that's been upgraded significantly. The Watch Fit 2 can now also do continuous heart rate monitoring and continuous SpO2 monitoring. And it can, of course, still do the usual sleep cycle tracking, stress levels, step counts, calories burned. But it does all of those more accurately now, thanks to these upgrades. And there's also a new menstrual cycle tracking app within the Harmony OS operating system right there on the watch, which means if you're a guy, this acts as a really good early warning system as to when you need to get out of the house before you get thrown out. Okay, okay, I'm only joking. That's not what it's for. Okay, seriously now, the sensors and the AI algorithms are better than ever. And do you know what else has leveled up? It's the GPS accuracy. The Watch Fit 2 can now connect to more satellite networks than before. Whether you're in the heart of a city or climbing a cliff on a desert island, your location can be pinpointed thanks to this watch. So you can keep tabs on location and distance traveled and all that kind of stuff. And there is a route back button right there on the watch in case you stray a little too far away and get lost in a desert or something like that. So with GPS, you can track your progress on a map. And at the time of this video, in Europe, there are 10 apps you can actually download to the watch, kind of third-party apps. One that I do recommend is one of Huawei's own, the Petal Maps. It's a useful tool to have on the watch, and it can actually give you turn-by-turn directions on the go. And to review and track your workout locations, you have to use the Huawei Health App. And really, the Huawei Health App deserves its own video because it's very advanced and scientific, but yet easy to use and understand. And there's a lot of features here that will help you live a healthier lifestyle, sleep better, and ultimately reach your goals. But if you are locked into another health tracking app, for example Strava or Nike Run, you can get a third-party Huawei Health Sync app to migrate the data from the Watch Fit 2 to those popular health tracking apps. And there's a bunch of other ones supported on there too. So listen, I know you're not Louis Armstrong, and I do realize you don't have all the time in the world. So let's speed up and run through some of the last few critical features that I think you need to know about. So let's go back to the watch and another upgrade. The Watch Fit 2 does have a mic and speaker on board, so taking calls is now possible via the watch. And the speaker quality is pretty decent too. And you can also reply to messages now on the Watch Fit 2. You couldn't do that before, but you do have to pre-program the responses within the Huawei Health app, or just use the default ones that are preloaded. Huawei have added their own AI assistant on the Watch Fit 2 that can perform some basic functions using your voice. For example, you can set timers or tell it to start workouts, so that can be handy. The Watch Fit 2, just like the Watch Fit 1, is still 5 ATM resistant, which means it's water resistant and it can handle up to 50-meter deep dives in water. When it comes to the home screen and the user interface, you can customize the tiles to however you want them to be. There is also a personal trainer feature on the watch that can talk to you and show you what to do with these little cartoon animations. And there are 97 sports modes to choose from and some pre-programmed training courses to boot. And of course, yes, you can customize the watch faces. There's a ton to choose from on the Huawei Health app, some of which are free, some of them are paid. But if you want, you can also create your own one with your own photo gallery, which is cool. And going back to that speaker, you can play music through it if you forget your earbuds, but it's not going to blow you away when it comes to sound quality. And when it does come to music and the watch, you will be happy to know there is a Bluetooth 5.2 chip inside, which means you can pair some earbuds to the watch directly and play music from the internal storage. And in terms of internal storage, at the time of this video, after the latest update that I just got, I got 23,530 megabytes of space on the watch, and that's a lot of room for music. And check this out, if you're using a Harmony OS device or a device running EMUI, you can actually use your watch as a remote camera shutter button. So by pushing this, you can actually open the camera app and take a photo from a distance if you want to. And when it comes to power and charging, Huawei do provide what is referred to as the magnetic charging thimble in the box. And this is a cable you want to keep in a special place, because if you lose it, you're going to have to go back to Huawei to buy another one. And that, my friends, are the upgrades. And if there were any that I missed, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check out the price difference between the Watch Fit 1 and the Watch Fit 2, there'll be affiliate links below this video. If you use those, you will be supporting the channel. And if you got any kind of value out of this video at all, a little thumbs up would go a long way, and a subscribe would make my day. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I will see you in the next one. So don't be late.